Hi, it's Brendan with another quick Hatch Embroidery tip. So there's been a question floating around in a couple of the groups asking, is there a way to do a rope style motif effect? Now, as you probably know, there is the capability of doing motif patterns in Hatch. So you can choose your digitizing tools, for example, choose open or close shape. And when you draw a shape, like a line, for example, you can right click properties and change that to a motif, and there's a whole stack of different patterns available in here for you to choose from, different style, different effects, but there's no real effect that kind of suits a rope style look. But there's a neat little trick you can do using the standard Tatami fill with a pattern effect, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So first thing I'll do is I'll just delete that object I created on screen, and I'll zoom in a little closer to the drawing that I've inserted for digitizing. I'm going to start off by selecting closed digitized shapes, and I'll just choose red to make it be nice and bright on screen. And the first thing I'll do is I'll just digitize in this shape here. So press B for box in, and I'll get nice and close and click my first point. Hold down Control to get that nice snapping effect to be a nice straight line. And zoom out and zoom back in, hold Control. Click there. Again, still holding Control, get you a nice 25% snapping point. Sorry, 15% snapping point. And we'll click in there. And then come across, zoom in again, and click there. And then just press Enter to close off that shape. Now, currently that's an outline because I had outline selected, so I'll turn it to be a fill. And zoom out, and it's just a standard tatami fill. Now the first thing you want to do is bring your stitch direction in the direction of the shape. So this shape here should have a stitch direction going in this direction here, 90 degrees. This shape will be 90 degrees that way, this shape that way, and this shape this way. So with the object selected, click on the reshape tool or press H on the keyboard, and then zoom out and grab your stitch angle nodes, and again holding down the Control key will snap that stitch angle to be a nice straight point, in this case perfectly 90 degrees up and down, and press Enter to generate. Now we zoom in, it's just a standard old tatami fill at this point in time, but under patterns there's a bunch of patterns which can actually get some really interesting effects, and in this case I'm going to choose pattern number 17, and it creates what really looks like a rope style effect. Now I'll repeat the same process with my next shape. So again, choose Digitize Close tool. Make sure Fill selected to start off with, and zoom in again to get a nice close digitizing. Now you might want to overlap a little bit to ensure you get a bit of coverage there. And again, hold down Control, zoom out, zoom in, and click on my points. Again, always holding that Control key to get a nice straight point. And you don't have to click back on that endpoint. You can leave that open. Just press Enter, and again it generates. Go back to reshape, adjust that stitch angle to be 90 degrees to the object shape this way, which in actual case, in this case, will be a 0 degree stitch angle running in that direction. And again, change that fill effect to 17. And once you go through and create all those different sides of your objects, as you can see, it really does create a rope style effect. Now, I fully am aware that this is not suitable to all purposes, and it will really only work on a square or a rectangle type shape, but it might be a great way to build a frame that you can put a monogram or another design inside with a rope style border effect. And that's another quick tip from Hatch Embroidery Tips. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.